Hello, it's exactly 5. Thank you for joining us. मेरा नाम अमीर अली है and I welcome you to Baithak, an initiative of the Aga Khan Youth and Sports Board for Pakistan. बैठक एक प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां हम आइडियाज शेयर कर सकते हैं और सेलिब्रेट कर सकते हैं डाइवर्स पर्सपेक्टिव्स को. अगर देखा जाए तो ये कोई नई चीज़ नहीं है. इट्स एक्चुअली पार्ट ऑफ आवर हेरिटेज. मोबाइल फ़ोन की दुनिया से पहले हमारे पास काफ़ी ऐसे एक्सपीरियंसेस थे जहां हम अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के साथ, पेरेंट्स के साथ, फ्रेंड्स, सिबलिंग्स या इवन मेंटर्स के साथ बैठते थे और अपनी लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करते थे. मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली हम उनसे कुछ सीखते थे. कोविड के पेंडेमिक के बाद थिंग्स थोड़ी सी चेंज हो गई है एंड नाउ वी आर मूविंग टू द वर्चुअल स्पेस, बट द थिंग्स रिमेन द सेम. ये एक सेफ प्लेटफॉर्म होगा जहां हम आइडियाज शेयर करेंगे एंड वी वुड वेलकम कमेंट्स एंड क्वेश्चंस जो आप अपनी यूट्यूब लाइव चैट पे हमें भेज सकते हो. आज बैठक का जो टाइटल है, विच इज द फर्स्ट एपिसोड, इट्स लीडरशिप एंड गोल सेटिंग. एंड हु बेटर टू हैव देन टू of the amazing panelists जो आज हमारे साथ हैं. These are two female leaders, जिसमें से सबसे पहले हमारे पास है अजीमा. Azima is a student and interestingly also the CEO of Connect here. She has done amazing wonders in the social development sphere and she's also very enthusiastic about social enterprises in Pakistan. इसके साथ साथ हमारे साथ है कायनात, who is one of the pride of our country. Kainat plays in the Pakistan national cricket team, and she has redefined cricket as a gentleman's game. We welcome you both. It is an honor and privilege to have you, Azima and Kainat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's start right away. Leadership कहने को बहुत आसान लगता है, लेकिन it is a very complex theme. कुछ लोग इस पे अपनी पीएचडी भी करते हैं. फिलोसफर्स से लेके, लिटरेचर से लेके, एकेडमिक्स, मैनेजमेंट कंसल्टेंट्स, हर कोई लीडरशिप की एक अलग डेफिनेशन बताता है. कुछ कहता है इट्स अबाउट अथॉरिटी, कुछ कहते हैं इट्स अबाउट करिश्मा, कुछ कहते हैं इट्स द एबिलिटी टू स्टैंड अवे फ्रॉम ईच अदर. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड आप लोग इसको किस तरह समझते हो. लेट मी आस्क अजीमा फर्स्ट. अजीमा, बेस्ड ऑन योर लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस, आपकी पूरी जर्नी में, हाउ डू यू थिंक is, or how do you define the notion of a good leader?
Thank you so much for having me here today. So like Amirli Bhai just asked, what do I think leadership means and how do I see myself getting in the role of a leader? So first of all, this is something I was telling Amirli Bhai before as well. I wouldn't say that I am a leader or anything like that, but yeah, there are some traits of leadership which I feel like in my journey I realized was very, very important in what I was doing and how I was doing it. So I am the CEO of Connect here. Connect here is a social startup that works for deaf people in Pakistan. तो हमारी कोशिश होती है कि जहाँ पर भी कुछ भी हो रहा हो, कोई प्रोजेक्ट हो रहा हो, कोई इवेंट हो रहा हो, anything, anywhere, we need to make sure that deaf people they have accessibility to those areas. And the reason why I'm very passionate about it is because मेरे parents दोनों deaf हैं and sign language मेरी mother tongue है. So I'm so obsessed with the community. I see so much potential in the community. और फिर मुझे ऐसा लगता था growing up कि they were very excluded from the rest of the society. So इस वजह से I got into the whole idea of like there is something that someone needs to do और अगर कोई नहीं कर रहा, so I have to jump in and do something even though I'm a student right now, because this is something that you highlighted. So I started my journey at a very young age. I was 19 at that time. And so one of the things that I see leaders doing or people who want to change or create a change is that they don't wait for someone else to do it. They take the leap, they do it themselves, and they take the risk of, making the impossible happen. And this is something I think is very, very important for a leader. The second thing that a leader should always do is, so for example, in my case, I work for the deaf community and my parents are my inspiration to do this work. So whenever we are working on a project, we are initiating a project, अगर हम लोग Facebook पर कुछ कर रहे हैं या हम लोग कोई event करा रहे हैं, so we make sure कि we see it from a deaf perspective rather from a hearing perspective, from a perspective of hearing people trying to help deaf people. So हम लोग ये बहुत ज़रूरी होता है for a leader, I think, कि उनकी जो audience है, the people who are benefiting out of what the leader is doing or the organization is doing. So keeping them in mind, keeping their goodwill in mind is very, very important. So I think this is the second trait of a leader. The leader doesn't just do everything on it's his or her own self, but by engaging other people, other like-minded people, and especially the audience. And the third thing I would definitely think is very important for a leader is to stay humble. I just feel like कि ये काफ़ी दफ़ा होता है और काफ़ी लोग मुझसे भी कहते हैं, पूछते हैं कि like you mentioned कि oh, you have a startup now and your startup is recognized at a lot of places. आप जो काम कर रही हो बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही हो, आप magazines में आपके बारे में आ रहा है, ये सारी चीज़ें. But I mean, when I listen to all of those things, the only thing that reminds me of is that जो चीज़ मुझे खुशी देती है वो ये देती है कि my work is actually creating an impact in the lives of the deaf people just because it's getting noticed, right? It's not कि oh अजीमा तुमने क्या काम कर दिया है और कोई और तो नहीं कर सकता. Anyone can do it. So I just think staying humble and like just reminding yourself that you got into this space for a social cause, for creating a change, and then all the limelight that you're getting is like some people noticing your work is very, very important. And last thing जो मैं कहूँगी वो होगा कि I think what I have learned growing up is that आप कोई भी काम करो ना उसको एक one off project की तरह ना करो. Make sure your work is sustainable. It's not something जो कि एक महीने के लिए impact create कर रहा है या फिर 6 महीने के लिए 20 लोगों की ज़िंदगी पर इम्पैक्ट करे, बट कोई ऐसी चीज़ जो कि सस्टेनेबल हो, जो कि आप करें तो आपको देख के दूसरे भी स्टार्ट करें, एंड इट जस्ट becomes a whole chain. So doing Connect Here, I still remember 2017 में मैंने स्टार्ट किया था और 2018 तक तो लोग मुझे अच्छा खासा ही कहते थे कि अब तक आप अपने प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करिए, प्रोजेक्ट कैसे जा रहा है, प्रोजेक्ट ख़त्म हो गया. तो फिर मुझे लोगों को समझाना होता था कि ये मैं प्रोजेक्ट नहीं कर रही हूँ. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैं एक दिन उठी, मुझे ख्याल आया कि ये काम करना है एंड दैट्स इट. नो, दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई एम कमिटेड टूवर्ड्स. एंड जब मैं कोई भी प्लान कनेक्चर के लिए बनाती हूँ अपनी टीम के साथ, द गोल इज कि अगर हम इसको 6 महीने करते हैं, हम एक एग्जाम्पल सेट करते हैं, तो उसको सीख कर बाकी लोग किस तरह से उसको एज एन एग्जाम्पल ले सकते हैं और उसको खुद रेप्लिकेट कर सकते हैं. द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दैट वुड बी कि we Connect Here organized the first ever deaf inclusive concert in Pakistan. So एक concept है कि ना deaf लोग तो सुन नहीं सकते, तो वो लोग म्यूजिक कैसे enjoy कर सकते हैं, उनका क्या रोल है concert पे जाने का. But we wanted to finish that idea by हमने interpreter stage पे रखे थे, we had the whole atmosphere, lights adjust की थी, sounds की beats adjust की थी, and उस एक event के अंदर 300 deaf लोगों ने participate किया था. And it was so amazing कि अगर आप उस concert पे जाओ तो आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कौन hearing है कौन deaf है, because everyone's just enjoying the concert equally. And उसके बाद से जो impact हुआ वो इतना brilliant था कि अब जितनी भी यूनिवर्सिटीज के अंदर प्राइवेट लोग भी अगर अपने कॉन्सर्ट्स कर रहे होते हैं तो या हमें अप्रोच करते हैं या दूसरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को अप्रोच करते हैं कि हमें इंटरप्रेटर चाहिए, हमें डेफ लोगों को बुलाना है. सो जस्ट टू सी द सस्टेनेबिलिटी ऑफ आवर आइडियाज, एंड I think that's very, very important while you're being a leader. Do something that others can replicate and, just spread your words even wider.
Amazing. I think you have highlighted many important things. The idea of taking an initiative, being passionate, empathizing with the people you're working in, and more importantly, thinking from a sustainability perspective, because one-off projects don't really make a difference. If you have to make a difference as a leader, you have to think from a sustainability lens. This is amazing. Kainat, a very different field. As I said, redefining cricket, which was once called, or perhaps still called, as the gentleman's game, and leading the way to represent the national cricket team, also representing us in the Asian Games and the Jubilee Games. How do you define the idea of a good leader based on your life's experiences?
Well, I would say सबसे पहले तो thank you so much for having me here. And secondly, if you talk about leadership, as we're talking about leadership, I will say that leaders are someone who think ahead of normal people. Like जो लोग normal घर में बैठे होते हैं, उनसे हम दो जो जितने भी leaders हैं, वो दो कदम आगे का सोच रहे होते हैं. They talk less, they do more. They are always busy, creating something कि किसी तरीके से society पे impact create हो सके. If we talk about society पे impact create हो सके. If we talk about individual field के वहाँ पे ऐसा क्या extreme हम कर सकते हैं ताकि वो field को फायदा हो सके. So yeah, leadership is more about creating an impact on any individual or in a society or in a community, a group of people. So a good leader is always the one who's creating an impact, who's creating something to remember. कि ये इसने एक इंसान आया था जिसने इस तरीके का remarkable काम किया and that person lets other people follow them. Be an example. A leader is no one other than an example जिसे देखकर we look forward to कि किस तरीके से हम the leader is a person who gives away. ये रास्ता है मैं आपको रास्ता दिखा रहा हूँ now you guys it's your responsibility to follow the path. So I'm here and I'm really proud of Azima for doing such great efforts because we don't see people doing so much for deaf. And you're completely right that they don't have that much to do in this world as per a normal perspective, but creating something that is important to them is remarkable.
Amazing. Thank you, Kainat. I think both of you are leaders in your own right, and you have definitely challenged the social norms and exactly becoming examples, as you just mentioned, Kainat.
Yeah, I would like to. I'm sorry. I would just like to add, Kainat. My brother used to play cricket with you at Gymkhana, and he literally asked me, "Ki, if you meet Kainat, make sure you get her autograph and remind her about me." So, like, we're actually proud of you as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think आप लोग के बहुत सारे fans हैं, both of you. And this is another thing जो which was something that I really wanted to ask you कि हमारे काफी जो viewers हैं, those are the youth, and हमारे पास questions भी आ रहे हैं. When we talk about goal setting to become a leader, considering you are in your youth and the youth is listening to you, how do you go about setting your goals, setting agendas कि मुझे 1 साल बाद ये करना है, 5 साल बाद ये करना है, and how do you then stay committed to those goals? Because goal बनाना एक चीज है, लेकिन उस पे जिस तरह अजीम ने कहा sustainably उस पे effort करना is a very different ball game. If you could start with you, Kainat.
It's about the vision. Basically, again, as I said, that leadership and even a normal person, when a person is thinking about something, so एक vision है. हमें unbelievable visions अपने create करने पड़ेंगे, so that हम उस जगह को पहुंचने के लिए unbelievable काम कर सकें. Because nothing is impossible in this world. I have never seen a person जो कुछ ना कर सकता हो. मैं भी वही काम कर सकती हूँ जो आप कर सकते हो या अजीमा कर सकती है. It's just about the vision कि किस बंदे का किस जगह पे vision set है. And the vision will take you ahead 5 साल कि मैंने 5 साल यहाँ होना है 5 साल बाद. So what I have to do. So that's a bigger goal and you need to set the smaller goals then कि मैंने उस जगह पे किस तरीके से पहुँचना है. So that's the only thing we need to focus on, the vision. That's a very important word जो normal लोगों को ये बात समझ नहीं आती. Just looking at the outer picture कि यार ये चीज हो सकती है, उसके process जो है ना वो process पे चलते रहना, to stick to that process is really important because that's the only key to success. To stick to something, never give up. You are gonna have hardships and hard times, but you have to stick to what you have decided to do and you will definitely reach that place.
Perfect. I think the important thing you mentioned here जो काफी resonate करती है, कुछ लोग बहुत छोटा प्लान करते हैं कि मैंने कल या इस हफ्ते तक ये करना है, या फिर कुछ लोग बहुत बड़ा प्लान करते हैं कि मैंने बहुत कोई बड़ी चीज करनी है. But it's the combination of the two of deciding the vision and also deciding the process to reach that, which is important. And then of course, as an athlete, you would endorse that discipline matters a lot of
Well,
following.
definitely, it's a lifestyle. No, if I talk about cricket now, it's a lifestyle. Now, I wake up thinking about cricket. I sleep thinking about cricket because I have to sleep on time because I know I have a session in early morning. In early morning, I have a session. So it's a lifestyle, and you cannot cheat with that. You cannot cheat with your own self. That's one person you cannot cheat with is yourself. अगर आपने अपने साथ ही cheat किया, you cannot reach anywhere. Trust me, I have seen people cheating with themselves कि आज नहीं करते, कल कर लेते हैं. And when the other person is thinking like this कि आज नहीं और कल कर लेते हैं, there is another person who is doing that thing right that time. So definitely बात है, practice makes anyone perfect. So that one will go ahead. So that's very important.
डेफिनेटली आई समहाउ फील कि मेरे सामने दो बहुत एक्सपीरियंस्ड लोग बैठे हैं जो अपनी लाइफ की फुल एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से शेयर कर रहे हैं बट आई मीन इट्स सो गुड टू सी द यूथ फीमेल लीडर्स गिविंग सच अमेजिंग इनसाइट्स अबाउट देयर वर्क. Azima, over to you. How do you understand this entire idea of goal setting and then actually following it?
Of course. So I agree with what Kainat said, that vision and discipline is very, very important, because just adding to that specific point, it's very easy to get distracted. So, in our age, we are growing, and we have friend circles. We are going from college to university, university to like work life or whatever we pursue to do. The people in our society, the people around us, just say, अगर अभी everyone is working from home और हर कोई घर पर है, so there is so much that we can do, but then also हम देखते हैं अपने peers को कि यार मेरा दोस्त तो सो रहा होता है, या वो आराम कर रही है, या फिर वो कोई specific, so we just get distracted so easily. So I feel like keeping yourself disciplined and focused towards your goal is very, very important, because getting distracted in a technological era is like very easy, and we all get distracted, to be very honest. And to add on to more points that I have written down, so number one, I think कि goal setting के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी होता है कि you know what you're working for and you're passionate about it. So लोगों को कभी कभार होता है कि यार कैसे passion ढूंढूं, or people say that यार I'm not passionate about anything. So I feel like it's a struggle, but you need to know your passion, because that really, like for example, for Kainat, it's the sports, the cricket that she's passionate about. For me, it's the deaf community and inclusion and accessibility that, like she said, just keeps on going in my head while I'm sleeping, while I'm waking up. So highlighting your passion is very important. And then when you plan to go towards your passion, I meet a lot of people who say कि मुझे ये करना है, उसके लिए मुझे है ना पैसे चाहिए, रिसोर्सेज चाहिए, मुझे वेबसाइट बनानी है, मुझे ऐप बनाना है, और ये मेरा गोल है कि एक दफ़ा ऐप बन गई ना तो मेरे कस्टमर्स आ जाएंगे और मैं बिलियंस में पैसे कमाना स्टार्ट कर दूंगी ना. सो आई जस्ट फील कि long term goal hona and to think big is very important, but then again you should always know where to start from. Take baby steps towards your goal. Very honestly, when we started Connect here, we didn't have a website until like 2017 में हमने Connect here start किया, और 2019 की एंड के अंदर जाके हमारे पास थोड़ा सा पैसा है तो हमने वो इन्वेस्ट करके वेबसाइट बनाई है. सो जब हमने शुरू किया था हम फेसबुक पर ही करते थे, सब कुछ फेसबुक का लिंक देते थे. एंड इनफैक्ट जब हमने स्टार्ट किया था हमने सिर्फ ये सोचा था कि हम फेसबुक पर साइन लैंग्वेज सिखाएंगे, बट पीपल द page got so much traction that we started doing our services, and we realized that there's so much more that we can offer. It took that one step of making a Facebook page that lead us to where we are today. So I think it's okay to plan baby steps. Don't put all your expectations into it, but just see where it's leading you to, and maybe you'll be amazed by what the world has to offer to you. And then also take every opportunity that comes your way. So like if you feel like you're someone जो कि hairdos बहुत अच्छे करता है, very good hairdresser, and आपको कोई opportunity दिखती है कि है ना Instagram पे कोई live जा रहा है और वो live makeup artist जा रही है, और अगर मैं उसके साथ collaborate करके है ना मैं ये सिखाना start कर दूँ लड़कों को लड़कियों को कि how to style your hair live जाकर Instagram पे, take that opportunity. Like why not? It might be, you might get like 50 to 60 people watching you teach that, but people will remember your name from there onwards. So I feel like just to conclude all of this, know your passion, start taking small steps towards your passion. Then once you start taking small steps, whatever opportunity comes into your way, get on it. don't say no to that. Try to say yes to every opportunity which you feel is relevant so that you don't get distracted. And once you have all of those things set on, then you can plan ahead for like एक साल बाद क्या करना है, 2 साल बाद क्या करना है, and then a 5-year plan. It wouldn't hurt you at all to start small.
वाओ, आप ये बात रियलाइज कर रहे हैं ना, आप दोनों के यही चीजें सिखाने के लिए लोग प्रोफेशनल कोर्सेज लेते हैं, लेकिन वी आर गेटिंग अमेजिंग इनसाइट्स फ्रॉम यू. बट लेट्स गेट इनटू द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज ऑफ इट. आई थिंक आप लोग जो आज बात कर रहे हो, you guys have achieved amazing stuff, but often what people see is the tip of the iceberg. You have been successful and therefore you can show that this is the work I've done. But if I can ask you, what were some of the low points of your life? What were some of the key challenges जब आपको लगा कि यार मतलब वो vision तो है लेकिन ये achieve नहीं होना? And then how did you come out of it to become the people you are right now? If you can start with Azima.
Okay, so yes, challenges exist. It's not as easy as it seems. बहुत basic challenges बताऊँ तो simple होंगे कि like जहाँ पर आजकल लोग late तक उठ रहे होते हैं, we still have to wake up early and start working. And just like Kainath mentioned, you have training in the morning, and like for me, it's like I have work in the morning, so I have to wake up early no matter what. It's not like holidays for me. उसके अलावा I think कि है ना compromises काफ़ी ज़्यादा करने होते हैं आपको. So these are just like basic. आपको time अपना spend बहुत carefully करना होता है. These are the basic things that come with taking on any responsibility. Some bigger challenges that I faced in my journey was that, like I mentioned, I started Connect here when I was 19. And my co-founders, the people I started with, my really good friends, they were 19 as well at that time. So हम सारी universities के अंदर थे और हमें time manage करना university के साथ साथ आप कोई startup चला रहे हो, it was very difficult. So, we still took the risk and we went on with it. We had to like सुबह university होगी तो शाम को office आप भाग के आ रहे हो, वहाँ पे काम कर रहे हो. But then आहिस्ता I realized कि there was this one point where we received a small grant to do our work even further. And I realized that I might have to take a gap semester so that I could do justice to something I'm really, really passionate about. So in my 4th semester, I took a gap semester. मैंने वो पूरा semester अपना off किया था. But at that time, the things that were going on in my head, मैं अपने दोस्तों से पीछे हो जाऊंगी, मैं उनके साथ graduate नहीं होंगी, मैं 4 महीने तक अपने दोस्तों को नहीं देखूंगी. That fear of missing out. के there's so much that's gonna happen, and I was very indulged in my university की activities. हर जगह होती थी. So now I had to say no to all of those activities and just focus on this one thing that I was crazy passionate about. So that compromise and that risk कि अगर मैं 4 महीना लगा भी देती हूँ और उसके बाद नहीं चलता स्टार्टअप और मेरे 4 महीने ज़ाया हो जाएंगे, वो वाली जो खौफ होती है ना, वो बिल्कुल मेरे जहन में थी. लेकिन I'm really glad now that in hindsight I see कि it's amazing that I took that semester off. The second complexity, the challenge was that when you're running your own startup, your own business, you see so many ideas happening that not necessarily कि आपके आसपास जितने लोग होंगे वो भी उस पर इतना ही believe रखते हैं जितना आप उस पर believe रखते हो. So if I come up with ideas, मैं कहती हूँ नहीं ये चीज़ काम करेगी, अभी नहीं लग रहा, 6 महीने दो, 8 महीने दो, ये काम करेगी. But then to influence others, make them believe in your idea as well. इसके अंदर ये भी होता है कि a lot of people leave. A lot of people leave your team. A lot of people have doubts about the work that you're doing. So it's like you're constantly trying to sell your ideas, trying to sell yourself कि नहीं it's gonna work. So आपका जो grit और passion पे hold इतना strong रहना होता है ना, वो अगर किसी को लगता है बहुत आसान है, they can ask me. It's very complicated because you're going again and again and holding on to your grit. So I think that's the second complexity. और third मैं कहूँगी कि the time that you give to your family becomes really difficult. क्योंकि मैं university और office के बीच में इतनी busy होती थी कि the people, my parents, जिनकी वजह से I started this startup, I started giving them less time. So just to remind yourself again कि यार घर पर भी लोग रहते हैं, आपने फैमिली के साथ भी टाइम स्पेंड करना है. आप हर वक्त काम करते रहोगे तो you're gonna get burnt out, आपको पता ही नहीं होगा, आपकी हिम्मत सारी चली जाएगी. So ये जो constant आपका physical mental health का struggle होता है, that's also a big challenge, especially when you are balancing your work with your studies. It's not really easy.
Okay. Zima, आपको सुन के मुझे I think it was Nelson Mandela who said that it seems impossible until it's done. And I think जो कह रहे हो ना कि it's about success. It's not fighting only against the others, but it's also fighting against oneself. Okay,
Yes.
how do you best manage your time, your priorities? How do you get to work daily to reach that higher goal, as you said? And thank you so much for sharing your challenges. And before I come to Kainat, all the viewers, agar, if you want to share some of your experiences, some of your challenges, and if you want to ask certain questions to both of these amazing panelists, feel free to write to us in the YouTube chat. Kainat, sports in itself is very tough. And I'm sure you must have gone through your fair share of challenges. How did you deal with it? And how did you become the amazing sports person that you are right now?
Well, that's too much of tarif though, but I would say that सबसे पहले तो cricket as a career choose करना ही was very difficult as in our society, because it's not really that it's a man oriented society, you know that, right? So it's very difficult for everyone to accept it. First of all, I was lucky enough to have parents like I have. My mom and dad, they were really supportive, and they were the one I started playing because of. Mom, dad have been big support. So at least ये वाला challenge मुझे कभी face नहीं करना पड़ा जो मैंने बहुत सारी लड़कियों का देखा. I've been playing cricket for around 11 years now, and उसके बीच में it's been a very hard time at because आप select नहीं होते at times, आप select होते हो, and seeing some cricket is a I mean, how do I explain it? इस तरीके का ये career है कि इसमें you don't know what is coming to you next. Okay, I mean, it's not necessary that you will be paid. It's not necessary that you will be going on tour. It's not necessary that you will be representing Pakistan every time the Pakistan team goes for the tour. So yeah, the biggest thing I had for a very long time was I was the part of the World Cup squad, but I was not going to play the World Cup. So this was one setback that always had in my mind and my heart that मुझे जाना है खेलने. And the one vision, a very big vision was this, that I have to play the World Cup, because representing Pakistan in a World Cup is one of a dream I always dreamed of. I cannot even forget it कि मैंने कितना टाइम इसके लिए मेहनत की थी कि मुझे वर्ल्ड कप खेलना है. एंड एट टाइम्स बहुत ब्लर हो जाता है विजन, कि नहीं समझ आता कि किस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं, एंड व्हाई एम आई डूइंग दिस. एंड दैट वाज द एग्जैक्ट टाइम जिसमें मैंने ज्यादा मेहनत की है. सो अगेन जो इंसान उन सिचुएशन से, मुश्किल टाइम से अपने आप को अच्छा करके निकाल देगा, दैट विल बी सक्सेसफुल. एंड द पर्सन जो अपने आप को वहां पे वॉक डाउन करके उस चीज को परस्यू नहीं करेगा, तो वो कहीं पे भी नहीं पहुंच सकता. मे इट बी एनीवेयर. अब नॉर्मल लाइफ में भी हमारी कोई एक्टिविटी हो एंड वी आर नॉट गोइंग टूवर्ड्स इट, तो हम नहीं उसको पूरा कर सकेंगे. सो this was one of the thing, and then I played the World Cup in 2017. So तब जाके मेरा थोड़ा dream, थोड़ा सुकून आया. लेकिन the moment I was selected for the World Cup, I had even bigger dreams then. तो उसी सेकंड जब नाम अनाउंस हुआ है, नेक्स्ट टीम पे चले गए थे कि पाकिस्तान को टॉप 4 में लेकर आना है, या उस स्क्वाड में होना है जो पाकिस्तान का वर्ल्ड कप का फाइनल खेलेगा. सो या इट कीप्स ऑन चेंजिंग. And again, as Azima talked about the family time, I haven't attended any of my family weddings. Even if वो 5 दिन की wedding हो और उन्हीं 5 दिनों में unexpectedly I have something, so I haven't attended. I don't go out with friends because it's a lifestyle. I cannot have junk food at all. It's obviously कभी कभार कर सकते हैं. Yeah, that is, trust me, that is. I'm a big foodie, and I have to sacrifice a lot of things. I have to eat ghar ka khana mostly, and I have to cook at times because mom herself is so busy. She's a sports instructor too. My mom and dad both are sports instructors. My mom is in Nixon and dad in Elixir school. So yeah, they themselves are so busy that I have to work on my own and do everything and travel. And there are a lot of sacrifices that we make to be somewhere. And the people, you're absolutely right, they don't see anything, they just see यार ये हमें क्यों नहीं, यार ये हमें चाहिए, यार ये हमारे पास हमें क्यों नहीं मिलता. So it's not an overnight thing, it takes a lot of, I'm nowhere right now. So as I see myself, I'm nowhere right now. I have to make Pakistan, I have this as a responsibility, because once you have, you know, played Pakistan, you are responsible कि वो जीत रहा है कि वो हार रहा है. You are individually responsible for that. So that responsibility is on my shoulder to make Pakistan win. So for that is a very big responsibility of a country. So I have to work and, you know, have my vision. I cannot get distracted. I do go out with my family, specifically with my family. I rarely go out with my friends because, you know, we don't have much time to give. You have limited 24 hours in a day. And you need to, you know, focus yourself right कि किस तरीके से आज के दिन को utilize करना है. So that's very important.
True. I think the two things really come out. एक ये कि that the biggest lesson of ensuring success is to be able to deal with failure, because success comes at a cost. And दूसरा, the entire idea of how you have to keep planning to move ahead. And but more importantly, that being a leader is a social idea. You cannot be a leader in yourself. It comes with responsibilities जो आपके आसपास हैं. You have to make sure you're giving time. You have to make sure कि जो आपके साथ हैं, for example, playing for Pakistan, I assume is a big responsibility, क्योंकि I think जिस तरह आपने कहा, जब हमारी टीम आती है तो हमें लगता है कि I have let my country down, which is a big time responsibility. So Azima, building on that, how do you situate this idea of responsibility within the broader context of being a good leader?
Could you repeat that? What specifically are you looking for?
So I'm trying to understand कि जब हम एक leader की तरह act करते हैं, so we are responsible for so many people around us. How do you deal with it now that you are a CEO? You must have people working under you. What sense of responsibility is there, and how do you deal with that?
It's a very good question, honestly. Because when you're leading, when people are looking at you as an example, when people are tagging you with something other than your name, it comes with a lot of responsibility. और basic चीजें तो होती है ना कि how do you speak up in front of public, आप कौन से words use करते हो, how do you carry yourself, how do you, ये सारी चीजें तो हैं, लेकिन उसके अंदर like बहुत ग्रास रूट के अंदर, like you said very correctly, कि at Connect here I have a team that I'm leading, so I have to ensure that every person who's working in their team is working with their passion and they're getting acknowledged for it as well. काफ़ी बार ये होता है, काफ़ी लोग ये करते हैं कि ना कनेक्ट हियर का सुनते हैं और देखते हैं कि हम जो प्रोजेक्ट्स कर रहे हैं, लाइक अभी pandemic के अंदर भी we are doing multiple projects, so a lot of people look at it and they say कि oh Azima, great job, you're doing amazing, and then I have to keep on reminding them that it's not me who's doing it, it's my entire team, because it's impossible for one person to lead 5-6 different projects. So as a leader, you should, like, I feel like, always remember the people who are actually doing the work and acknowledge their work, because it's very important. मुझे नहीं लगता कि 2017 के अंदर जब हम लोग 3 लोग थे जिन्होंने पूरा स्टार्ट किया था, we could have done as much work as we are able to do now with the army of team, and not only my team but the supporters, the deaf people. आपको पता है इतने deaf लोग हैं जो कि हमारी कंपनी को सपोर्ट इस तरह से करते हैं. They are ambassadors. हम कोई भी नया प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च करते हैं ना, they are the ones spreading the words on our behalf. So just to remind myself and remind the people around me कि मैं अकेली नहीं कर रही कुछ भी. It's an army of people actually making a difference, who have realized the importance of inclusion and accessibility for the deaf people, who are actually doing the work. So I think that's one thing that you have responsibility of. Second is that you need to make sure कि आप जहाँ पर भी अपने आप को represent कर रहे हो, whatever you are saying, वो आपके values, आपके beliefs को reflect करता है. Like for example, we try our best कि हम लोग कहीं पर भी कोई भी speaking session कर रहे होते हैं, we feel like deaf people should definitely be included in it. यहाँ पर अगर हमें कोई documents और information spread out होती भी नज़र आ रही होती है, and we feel like it should be interpreted for in sign language for the deaf community, we try our best. Like I talked to Amirli bhai as well, कि after this session is done as well, I'll try to take out the important parts from it और उसको भी interpret करके deaf community के present करूँ, because this is something I have to be very careful about, I have to be very responsible about, क्योंकि अगर मैं खुद practice नहीं कर रही जो मैं preach कर रही हूँ, you know, they say कि practice as you preach. So this is, I think, is very important as a leader. And thirdly, it is कि a lot of the times I feel like कि just to be in the limelight, काफी लोग fake करना start कर देते हैं. So I think that's also very tricky. How do you manage that line? How do you stay true to yourself? Keep reminding yourself about your value that you are very responsible for. Because जैसे अगर मैं deaf community के बारे में लोगों को बता रही हूँ, तो the deaf community themselves, the people who are working in my team, the larger community who is starting to getting interested in knowing about the deaf people, हर कोई engage हो गया है. और अगर मैं कुछ भी गलत कोट करती हूँ या मैं कुछ भी गलत कहती हूँ, तो मेरी accountability is not only myself but like everyone else as well. So I think definitely you have to be responsible about a lot of things. The terminologies you're using, we always say deaf and hearing, not deaf and normal, because deaf people are also normal. तो ये terminologies का हमें काफ़ी हद तक मेरी पूरी टीम को ख्याल रखना पड़ता है. So all of these things come as when you're becoming a leader, or if people are looking up to you. If not a leader, if people are looking up to you.
I think that the moment we start representing anyone, their responsibility comes on our shoulders, and we have to be very careful on how to be a good leader to make sure that we are representing them in the best of ways. I would like to remind all the viewers, if you have questions from our panelists, feel free. एक चीज जो बहुत ज्यादा पूछी जा रही है वो ये है कि your high times in life, and Kainat, for example, with you, how did it feel when you played for the first time for the Pakistan national cricket team?
Well, for the first time when I played, it was in 2010 in South Africa, and I was playing against South Africa in South Africa, and I was high that time. I mean, the moment I was informed that I am playing the match, it was the last match of the series, and I was lucky enough to get that match, because usually you don't really get a match on your first tour, usually, but I was lucky enough to get one, and I was so excited that I had zero pressure. I was not concerned about what anyone is doing around me. If anyone's saying bad about me, if anyone's saying good about me, I was not concerned. The only thing I was concerned about, that I had to go there and bowl the whole team out. I just had 4 overs and I wanted to, get the maximum out of it. And the only pressure was the first ball. That's all. Because obviously you were bowling in an international venue at an international level. So that was big. And I was really young that time when I, debuted for Pakistan. So that was an amazing, amazing, amazing feeling. And I still remember that when the national anthem was being played, and just after the national anthem, I was supposed to go in that 60 meter circle. So that feeling I cannot still forget, and I still try to remember that feeling, because that was one time where I had no pressure. Other than that, after that, I have been having a lot of responsibility. So at that time I had no responsibility. I was not, no one was looking up to what that I have to do something. Everyone was fine. I was like, okay, fine, she's debuting, it's okay, she can go bad, she can go excellent. So alhamdulillah, I debuted really well for Pakistan. It was a double wicket maiden, and it was the best debut for Pakistan. Wow. Till date. So yes, I was really happy when I ended the match. The match ended, I was really happy because it was the last match. So my tour was actually successful.
Amazing. Even जब आप बता रहे हो तभी लग रहा है कि मतलब you still cherish that moment.
Oh yes, I still do have goosebumps when I'm talking about that first ball and that whole match. It's amazing.
Wow. Azima, एक moment जो you feel is the highlight of your career. You have a long career ahead, but as of today, which is the best moment of your life?
So I think I remember in 2018 we had हमने एक theater competition कराया था deaf लोगों के लिए, और उसके अंदर we had about 8 to 10 teams जो कि वहाँ पे perform कर रही थी, and then we had around 900 to 1,000 people in the audience in a hall that had capacity for much lesser. So like भरा हुआ था वो hall, and I remember कि पूरे event के अंदर it was like 6 to 7 hours long का event, and I didn't get time to sit at all. I was running, my whole team was running here and there. वो एक concept होता है ना कि आप event कराते हो तो आप front seat पे बैठ कर event enjoy कर रहे होते हो because आपने 2 महीने उस पे लगाए हैं तो you deserve to enjoy. My entire team was just running here and there and making sure everyone was, having a good time. And जब वो event खत्म होने वाला था, the last 15 minutes, I remember I was close to the stage because winners को awards देने थे. तो मैं awards pass करके कभी stage पे हूँ, कभी off stage हूँ, पता ही नहीं चल रहा क्या हो रहा है. But just that one glance that I just looked at the audience कि पूरा 5-6 घंटे हो गए and the audience is still there. And there are deaf people, there are hearing people, दोनों audience का part है, and they all are like, deaf clap होती है एक चीज, you do it like this. Yeah, so it's deaf clap. Everyone's doing the deaf clap and everyone's cheering. So I think that one glance, I'll never forget that in my life. That kind of just like quick feeling aa gayi thi ki, this is actually creating an impact. So I think it's still in my head.
Amazing, amazing. And I think it also must have given you the confidence that this is the thing that you want to do for a very long time. We have some questions, and कुछ लोग question कर रहे हैं on short term goals and long term goals. Do you make short term goals and then move towards the future, or do you make one long term goal and then slowly work towards it? Can you give more clarity around it? मतलब what has been your approach? छोटे छोटे short term goals या फिर एक long term goal बनाया और जिंदगी भर उसी को follow करते रहे? So we can start with Kainat.
Okay, so it's not really, short-term goals are more important. जो bigger goal होता है ना, the long-term goal, it's basically a vision only. It's a desire कि आपने ये यहाँ पहुँचना है. That you have a bigger vision कि हमने शायद okay, if I take my example, a bigger vision is I have to make Pakistan, be on the top 4 always, or even bigger goal that I have to see Pakistan and make Pakistan, be on the top 2 of the World Cup. ठीक है, so it's a bigger goal, but उसके छोटे goal ये है that I continuously have to be a part of that squad. I continuously have to keep performing for Pakistan. और उससे भी ज़्यादा छोटा goal है that everyday life में मुझे रोज practice करनी है, मुझे रोज ground जाना है. उससे ज़्यादा छोटा goal मुझे अपनी diet का ख्याल रखना है. I cannot get distracted and have a lot of junk. I can have junk, but not a lot of junk. But once in a week, definitely there's a cheat day. I am here to live too. So yeah, so it keeps on breaking. The main vision, the main goal, it keeps on breaking to shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Again, it's a lifestyle. It's breaking, but it's a lifestyle. So that's the thing I would say कि आप एक vision रखें. You should have a desire to be somewhere, to reach somewhere in a longer goal, in the longer perspective of life. But it will again be a continuous process. That you need to stay focused. That I have to do this. I have to do this. Find opportunities. Keep yourself moving. Don't just sit around now, because if you're sitting somewhere, you're not going to reach anywhere. You have to reach somewhere by हाथ पैर मारने पड़ेंगे यहाँ वहाँ. अपने लिए effort करनी पड़ेगी, and definitely you can reach anywhere you want to them.
So, Azima, I'll ask you the same question but with the twist, because these are some of the questions that we are also getting, and that is the gender perspective. You set your goals, you set a vision, you have short-term goals, but the additional barrier that you have to face is that gendered element. ये कहना कि लड़कियां ये नहीं कर सकती, क्रिकेट नहीं खेल सकती, CEO नहीं बन सकती. How, I mean, that pressure do you deal with making your goals?
I'm sorry, your voice lagged, so I couldn't get the entire question.
Okay, so Azima, I'm asking the same question, goal setting, लेकिन from an additional barrier, which is the gendered barrier. Because अक्सर लोग कहते हैं ना कि लड़कियां, let's say, cricket नहीं खेल सकती या फिर CEO नहीं बन सकती. So how do you then set your goals dealing with these additional pressures?
Okay, so first of all, I think goal setting is personal. So again, what कायनात said is very very important. So सबसे पहले तो आपने किसी के बारे में नहीं सोचना. You just have to set your goals on your own. So this is very important. I tell this to everyone. I understand that you have restrictions at home. You have restriction because of your gender. You have restriction about because sometimes people say because of your status. But I think that firstly, freshly, you need to think and make goals and have long term and then so many shorter goals, just without any biases or restrictions or limitations. अगर आपके पास कोई लिमिट नहीं है, आप क्या क्या कर लोगे, वैसे आपने गोल बनाने. But then again, I feel like once that's drafted, you know where you have to go. And then if you feel like there's a goal where your gender can create an issue, then I think that taking your family in confidence kind of helps a lot. I genuinely believe in that. If you don't find that in your family, find a mentor or find someone who could help you get through it. And so, being like, if gender specific is, so I have never faced it. So I wouldn't say it's something that I am speaking with my experience, but I have mentored girls who have faced this issue, that they weren't able to pursue their passion just because they were girls. But then again, having mentors or trying to talk your family into letting you go and pursue your goal kind of help them to step out. Once you have people in your confidence who support you, then you don't really care about the people जो कि distant पे हैं, who are scaring you off. Or like for example, at Connect here right now, we produce a lot of content. We go live with a lot of content. हमें काफ़ी चीज़ें interpret करनी होती है. So I remember when I started interpreting, and I would have my videos on Facebook, on YouTube, on Google. तो कुछ लोग थे जिन्होंने मेरे पेरेंट्स को कहा था कि ना, आपकी बेटी ऑनलाइन आती है, आपको पता है उसकी सब जगह पे. तो माय पेरेंट्स वर द वंस के उसकी वीडियो देख के आपको फायदा हुआ, एंड इफ दैट पर्सन वुड से यस, then my parents would be like, this is exactly what she wants to do. And that kind of helped in the sense that I would have other people in my team as well, other girls in my team as well, जिनके शुरू के अंदर थोड़ा सा restrictions होती है कि आप ऑनलाइन नहीं जा सकते. But then slowly and gradually, just looking at my parents, they try to talk to their parents talk to my parents, and that kind of built up the confidence. So I feel like ये goal set अगर कर हो, so, and if you feel that this is something you should truly go for, talk to your family about it or find a mentor for it. Have someone in confidence, because in your low days, they are the ones who are going to help you get out of stuff and be your like give you the confidence that you kind of shaky about.
That's amazing. I think the concept of finding social anchors जो आपको आपके अच्छे और बुरे वक्त में आपका साथ दें, that is definitely very important. Kainat, the lifestyle that you have chosen is extremely tough. It requires you to travel. It requires you to have a very strict regime of exercise, of keeping yourself fit. How do you deal with this barrier of gender? जब लोग कहते हैं कि यार लड़कियों को ऐसा कर रहे हो, या फिर how do you deal with this entire dilemma?
Well, I will agree with Azima's I mean, the thing about being, really connected to parents and telling them everything is very important. See, मेरे घर में situation इस तरह है कि they know everything. They know everything, whatever I do, and they're concerned about everything I do. And वो जिस तरीके से support करते हैं ना, तो जो confidence dad और mom ने मुझे दिया हुआ है, उसके बाद अगर मुझे कोई आगे सामने से कहता है कि ये तुम क्यों कर रही हो, who the hell are you to say anything when my parents जिनकी वजह से मैं इस दुनिया में हूँ, and if they don't have any problem, who the hell are they? And secondly, if obviously हो सकता है कि at times लोग मुझसे ना कहते हो, मेरे घर वालों से कहते हो ये बात कि कायनात ये कर रही है, and this shouldn't be done, this is not the thing that a girl should do. तो dad बोलते हैं प्लीज जरा अपने काम से आप काम रखें. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप अपने पेरेंट्स को कॉन्फिडेंस पे लें, चाहे आप कोई भी काम कर रहे हो. इवन इफ यू आर मेकिंग अ मिस्टेक, योर पेरेंट्स शुड नो अबाउट इट सो दैट they are the ones who will be there for you. I mean, in the longer term, they are the only one. Your family is the only 3-4 people who are going to be there for you in a longer term. So you really have to take them in confidence. And about the society wise, जब जिस तरीके से हम travel करते हैं, वहाँ पे भी ये problems होती हैं. I mean, Pakistan में भी बहुत problems हैं. If you talk about different male cricketers and different, we do hear a lot of things कि किसी ने क्या कहा, किसी ने क्या कहा. So again, जब हम वो चीज पे परसू करते रहते हैं ना अपने काम को, so एक टाइम आता है कि वही जो कोई ट्वीट होती है या कोई जो कमेंट होता है किसी का ना, वो पॉजिटिव में चेंज होना नजर आ जाता है. इट्स अगेन अबाउट जस्ट बीइंग कांस्टेंट ऑन व्हाट यू हैव टू डू. तो हमें बहुत सारी चीजें सुनने को मिली है एज अ टीम, एज एन इंडिविजुअल, कि ये लड़कियां क्या कर रही हैं, ये कुछ नहीं कर सकती, अभी भी सुनने को मिलती है. लेकिन जब कोई अचीवमेंट आती है पाकिस्तान के पास, एंड इफ टॉक अबाउट 2 gold medals, if you talk about playing exceptionally well in some tournament or any of the match or beating the sides we haven't yet beaten. So जब इस तरीके की न्यूज आती है, so वही लोग होते हैं, स्पेशली उनकी तरफ से मैसेज आ रहे होते हैं कि वी आर प्राउड ऑफ यू. So that's the time जब हमें पता चलता है कि इनके कुछ बोलने से it's their perspective, it's not our perspective. हमें अपने पर्सपेक्टिव को आगे रखकर उस चीज पे फोकस करना without distraction. That's a distraction. You have to stay away from all those kind of negativity and focus on the positive side of every aspect.
These are, I think, amazing insights for all those who are watching. For the youth, अगर आपको social pressure है, तो as the panelists have rightly mentioned, if you're consistent in what you do and if you find your social anchors, especially your family, your friends, and your mentors, it would not bother you. More importantly, for all the parents watching out there, these two amazing panelists are live examples of what wonders can happen अगर पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को उन चीज में सपोर्ट करें जिसके लिए वो वाकई पैशनेट हो. As we move towards the end, this is one thing that is really close to me. This idea of giving back to the community, this idea of being a good socially sensitive leader. एंड ये आप लोग ने जो अचीव किया, आई थिंक ये आप लोग के साथ ऑटोमेटिकली आता है. एज यू सेड, आप चाहो या ना चाहो, आपको चलते फिरते कोई बोलेगा कि यार आप वही है ना जो कनेक्ट है की सीईओ है, या फिर आप वही है ना जो पाकिस्तान टीम को रिप्रेजेंट करते हो. पीपल ऑलरेडी फॉलो यू, दे सी यू एज आइडियल्स, दे सी यू एज समवन दे वांट टू बिकम लाइक. there is a responsibility. How do you make sure that you, one, stay humble, as Azima previously mentioned, you stay true to your values, as both of you mentioned, and then in your capacity, you're able to give back to the community in the best way possible? We can start with Azima and then we'll go with Kainat.
Your voice lagged again. Are you saying that... it's okay. Can you just go again with the question? I'm sorry, the internet. Yeah.
Sure. So, Azima, I'm asking, how do you become a socially sensitive leader when so many people follow you, want to become like you? How do you perceive the idea of giving back to the community in your capacity?
Again, I think that some of the things we already highlighted about reflect to this question, that because like the fields that we both are in, I feel like a lot that we do is to create an impact in the lives of the others that we personally care about. And like for in my example, I cared about my parents and why are they the ones struggling. That kind of like ignited me to work for others who are like them, and to ensure that I'm not the only one जो कि लास्ट में उनके लिए काम करे, but there are others who start getting passionate about it as well. So I think that it's just कि the giving back, at times it comes with your grooming, कि आप कहाँ किस घर में बड़े हो, it's in your family that kinds of motivates you, makes you passionate about going for something. At times it's because of the struggles that you see in your surrounding. So there are a lot of amazing people giving back to society, amazing leaders who do so much just because there are problems, there are things that are around them that they want to solve. उन्हें कोई issue देखा होता है, उन्हें लगता है कि कोई नहीं काम कर रहा तो क्यों ना मैं काम करना start कर दूँ. So it's also like the inspiration that you get from people around you. And thirdly, you obviously get inspiration to give back from the people who inspire you. So the people you look up to, the way they work, I think growing up, my grandmother, my parents, my dad, he is very much into giving back to the community. He's always volunteering at one place or the other. He's always like, बचपन से जब मैं 11 साल की थी ना, मेरे मामा डैडी मुझे एक डेफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेकर आ जाते थे कि आप यहाँ पे डेफ लोगों को कुछ सिखा दो, पढ़ा दो, उनके लिए इंटरप्रेट कर दो. तो जब एक 11 साल की बच्ची के अंदर उसके पेरेंट्स ने ये चीज़ डाली थी, और मैंने अपने पेरेंट्स को देखा कि वो लोग भी, दो दे बोथ वर्क बट दे आर टेकिंग आउट टाइम टू सर्व द कम्युनिटी बैक. आई थिंक दैट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दैट ट्रांसफर्ड इनटू मी के मेरे पेरेंट्स तक ये चीज़ नहीं रहनी चाहिए, मेरे भाई और मेरे अंदर भी ये चीज़ आनी चाहिए. So I think it's just so many different components that we talked about that just, makes us give back to the community and go crazy about it.
That's really amazing, Azima. Kaina, the same question to you. How do you, amidst everything that has that you have done, stay true to the values of the person you are, and how do you then give back to the community? This idea of socially conscious leadership.
First of all, I would say, if you're focused on something now, you don't really think about anything else. So वहाँ पे humbleness आ जाती है automatically, because you have to work on something and you be humble कि मैंने करना है. So humbleness वहाँ आ जाती है हमें automatically. And when we talk about giving back to the society, giving back to the community, I try my level best कि मुझे अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत opportunities मिली घर वालों की तरफ से, society की तरफ से, पूरी दुनिया की तरफ से बहुत opportunities मिली हैं कि I can do a lot. But there are many girls, there are many even young boys जिनको opportunities नहीं मिल पाती उस तरीके से. So what I have learned from my parents, because I have seen them do so much for community, for us obviously, but the community and the society as well. So what I have learned from them is that we have to help the people जिनके पास opportunities नहीं है. We have to create opportunities for them. अगर हमें एक चीज़ की opportunity बहुत easily मिल गई है, so ज़रूरी definitely नहीं है कि बहुत सारे लोगों को मिले. बहुत सारे लोगों के parents जो हैं वो नहीं allow कर सकते. तो हमारे उनसे सिर्फ एक दफ़ा बात करने से उनके पेरेंट्स ने ग्राउंड ले आते हैं खेलने के लिए. So it's a very difficult task के पेरेंट्स को पहले मनाना, क्योंकि my parents actually, my mom and dad actually लड़कियों को घर से लेकर मेरे साथ लेकर आते थे कि वो खेलें लड़कियां. मेरी दोस्तें थी सारी, लेकिन उनके घर वाले उन्हें इजाजत नहीं देते थे. And obviously not everyone can afford everything. The transportation, the gears, it's expensive. It's not easy. It's actually it's an expensive game. So they have been doing so much. So उससे जो चीज़ सीखने को मिली वो यही है कि I have to help them. I have to make them learn stuff. मैं वहाँ available हूँ जहाँ पे लड़कियों को ज़रूरत हो खेलने की. Specifically I talk about girls because लड़कों के पास फिर यहाँ वहाँ की opportunities ज़्यादा होती हैं. लड़कियों के पास थोड़ी opportunities घर वालों की तरफ से ही कम होती हैं. So बाहर वालों को तो आप बाद में tackle करेंगे, पहले तो घर वालों को tackle करना पड़ता है. So I try कि जहाँ पे मुझे opportunity मिले कि मैं एक impact create कर सकती हूँ कि आज अगर even if you talk about this platform, from me coming here, सिर्फ मेरा मकसद यही है that I create an impact. अगर एक लड़की भी मुझे देखकर खेलने आ गई तो मेरी achievement है वो. मतलब मुझे लगेगा कि I have given everything I had to the community right now. If anyone who is watching या कोई parent अपने मुझे देखकर या अजीमा को देखकर अपने बच्चों को या अपनी बेटियों को आगे इस तरीके से अपॉर्चुनिटी दे के नो यू कैन सिर्फ एक कॉन्फिडेंस का जो वर्ड होगा ना पेरेंट्स की तरफ से बच्चों के लिए, दैट will take the kid from here to the highest level that one can imagine. We have seen so many examples कि कुछ भी नहीं है उनके पास जिंदगी में and they have been achieving so much. That's only because of the belief. And I believe all the girls out there can do a lot. I have seen girls do a lot in different fields, and I personally believe that if given the right opportunity, the girls can do wonders.
Amazing. I think all of this is so inspiring. As we almost move towards the end, let me ask you for a one or two liner of how, because हमारे पास काफी youth viewers हैं, what would you want to give them as a final message, because these youth would eventually become ambassadors of the community like you both. If we can start with Azima, a short message of inspiration to the youth viewers out there.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about present. You have a lot of time right now. Make the most of it. Do not delay anything. कोई भी चीज़ के बारे में don't think कि I'm going to do it when I'm this much older or something like that. Do it right now. You have the time right now and pursue whatever you want to do. Go online and make your dreams come true. Go for it.
Thank you. Kainat?
Well, I would say to every viewer is never give up. Today is the only day you have. You don't know what's going to happen next. We didn't know that we'll be stuck home right now and not doing anything. I can't play. It's really hard for me to sit home. So just never give up. Right now in this situation, just don't give up. The things will be fine and you'll get back to your routine. But please recenter yourself. Focus on what was actually important during these days, because the only thing which we think it's very important, going out and eating out, it's not important, guys. The only thing important is you yourself, and your personal health is very important. So take care of yourself and just never give up on any dream.
These are amazing advices. Thank you so much, Azima. You are doing wonders for the community. You have had national and international recognition. Wish you all the best for all your endeavors. Thank you so much for coming here, joining us, and giving amazing messages of leadership and goal setting to our viewers. Thank you so much. Uh, Kainat, you are definitely a national asset. You have represented our country internationally. You have represented the community internationally. There are so many girls out there who follow you, who want to become like you, and you keep inspiring them. So thank you so much
Thank you.
for joining us and giving us all your amazing insights on leadership and goal setting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. To all the viewers, thank you so much for joining us. This was an amazing session जहाँ leadership and goal setting को हमने theoretically नहीं बल्कि actually उन लोगों से जानने की कोशिश की जो वाकई अपनी field में excel कर रहे हैं. This was the first episode of Baithak, and I can assure you this won't be the last. We will come up with new topics and new guests to have this process of sharing ideas and celebrating the diversity of perspectives. Till then, thank you so much.